Despite high saving rates in the EU, this hasn't translated into more investment. The reality is that many EU citizens still choose to keep their money in low-yielding bank deposits. Now, this is a real problem because it means many citizens aren't able to save adequately for retirement or other life goals. And more investment means deeper European capital markets, which support economic growth. When looking at the investment process, there are a few reasons for this. Primarily, there's a lack of general financial literacy, so the understanding of financial markets and the opportunities they offer, which also contributes to higher risk aversion and fear of losses. And on top of this, the investment process is long and complex and can be difficult to navigate, especially for first-time investors, with overly technical disclosures and risk warnings that end up putting investors off instead of encourage them to invest. The positive is that policymakers and regulators have recognized these challenges and are looking at ways to make investing more accessible. To truly empower retail investors, we need to start with an investor-centric mindset, one that looks at how they actually experience the investment process and what information they really need. Too often, policymakers assume that more information is the same as better information, and that provides better protection. But for most people, what matters is understanding. Investors want to know, is this right for me? What will it cost? What are my options? And how do I get started? That's why they need clear, concise disclosures that highlight key benefits, not just the risks. We also need to simplify onboarding, especially for retail-ready products like UCITS. Right now, many investors are faced with long and technical questionnaires and repeated tests. For first-time investors, that can be overwhelming and often stops them from moving forward. And lastly, we need to make use of digital solutions, not to replace human advice, but to enhance it. Smart, intuitive tools can make the process faster, clearer, and more engaging. All of this adds up to a smoother, more user-friendly journey, one that builds confidence and encourages more people to take that first step forward toward investing. First, they should focus on simplifying, not extending the current investment journey. That means avoiding any new tests like the best interest test, which is proposed in the EU's retail investment strategy. This doesn't add any value beyond what's already covered under the MiFID suitability regime. Second, they need to streamline existing disclosures like the PRIPS key information document to make them more digestible and useful to the average investor. Third, national policymakers should avoid gold plating as much as possible, as these additional requirements often lead to fragmentation and confusion. And last but not least, we need a stronger push to promote financial literacy and public awareness of the benefits of investing, because even the best rules won't help if people don't understand the basics or aren't encouraged to take that first step. By removing these unnecessary barriers and focusing on the real needs of retail investors, policymakers can create an environment that helps people feel confident, informed, and empowered to invest in their future.